All right, then. I am Scott.
And I'm David.
And we're Detox.
Together with us in our third chair, we have the sound engineer, certified, verified, stamped, and approved,
Blue check mark next to his name.
Colton, the man, the myth,
the legend.
The legend. Colton.
Okay, so today's topic, something that's actually been on my mind for the past week, if not more. Started as one of those kind of shower thoughts, ended up much more. Thank God I have a labor job to where my mind can keep flowing. It's just why we as people lie so much. Why does it happen? Why is everything... well, not everything founded on lies, but a lot of what we do is.
Yeah.
It's just something that's been boiling through. And it started with something as simple as if you are talking to your kid and they see an inappropriate picture, you know, if it's sexual, they ask dad and mom, hey, what's that? So it's nothing. They're wrestling. We'll talk about it later. Little things like Santa Claus, Easter Bunny. Like, how many things are just founded on that?
I'm not going to lie, that wrecked me this week.
You're not gonna lie.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie. Seriously, I'm having the hardest time with this right now because we shouldn't lie.
Yeah.
You know? And yet here we are, misleading, intentionally lying to our children about Santa Claus.
And that's just the soft spot. The spot that people would be like, it's just a white lie. It doesn't really matter. We can move on. Everyone learns from it. But like, that's just a common thing that everyone does. Or some people lie out of nerves, different things like that. And the one that kind of got me going the most is if you look at like Instagram is huge.
Social media.
You can't look at a picture. And it was a scenario that happened with one of my friends. He went on a trip to California, and he lives in he went to Los Angeles on a trip, to be more specific.
Yeah.
Man, these pictures look like he had the best time with his friends. Everything like that. You know, it'd been a trip that he had been planning with his buddies for the last, 3-4 months. They had everything split up. And the day or 2 days after, I think we were playing some sort of game together, and I was like, "Hey, how was the trip? How'd it go? It looked like it was awesome." He goes, "Man, this trip was the worst shit I've ever had in my life.
No way.
It was so bad. No one paid their share. I was the only one who paid it."
Oh no!
But you look at the pictures. He's smiling. He's got his T-shirt, that he's trying to sell out. Different things like that. And I was like, he had. It's not that he was lying intentionally.
Right.
I think he was just trying to look at the good parts.
Yeah.
But to everyone else watching, it's just like you see this great time that, man, I want to be a part of that. I want to go there, and then you realize everything behind it is just terrible.
Maybe we don't outright lie all the time, but I think what we're really good at is misleading people and withholding.
But is that a lie?
Truthful information. Yeah. I guess. What is a lie? I think that is a good starting point. I think we need to define this because
it's the same way how what is a wrong? It's something that isn't right. A lot of with what a lie is has to do with the truth either being excluded or covered. I would say. Like when you look at a lie, usually that means the option of truth was there. That's being pushed aside. You can't just lie about nothing. Or I guess you can. I can say I'm an elephant when I'm not. But
true, yeah.
But then that's hiding what I really am. So,
right.
I don't know.
And I'm going to refer back to this article.
It's a great article.
Mad. Dr. Sam Storms, he's a pastor out in Oklahoma, wrote an article entitled, "Is It Ever Okay for a Christian to Lie?" And some of his illustrations are fire, if you will. Like the first one, is it okay to post a beware of the dog sign if you don't even own a dog, to mislead potential intruders, or to keep the lights on in your house even when you aren't home. Like, that's not being 100% truthful. But is that a lie according to your definition?
I mean, a lie, and is it wrong? Or it's kind of one of those things is that are, and that answers, are all lies bad, is the other thing too.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's funnier if you have a beware of dog sign and you got a chihuahua. And that's pretty funny because that's not really a dog either. It's a rat that barks. But it's really tough because then he also brings up that, I think, that shooter as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If they were like, hey, are you a Christian? And if you say yes, you get shot. That's huge.
I think he defines lie. And I'm telling you, for those of you that haven't read this article, I suggest you find it and go read it. He asked the question, what is a lie? And I don't know if this is his definition or somebody else's, but he says, and I quote, a lie is the intentional declaration or communication of a falsehood designed to deceive someone, and this is the important part, who has a moral and a legal right to know the truth. So he suggests that there are instances where people do not have the moral or legal right to know the truth. And what does he do? He goes on to say, a lie is the telling of an untruth to someone to whom you are morally and legally obligated to speak the truth. So I think there is... I agree with him. I think there's a difference between lying and just withholding information from someone who doesn't have the moral and legal obligation to know the truth. Agree or disagree? What do you think? I mean, this is...
I agree with the concept.
Okay.
I think it's a good sounding concept. However, I think the intentions or the goal behind the lie can be good or bad.
Yeah.
But the lie itself is still a lie. Even if it's a good one, even if it's for protection or things like that.
Because I was going to say, even if you, say something false to withhold the correct information, you're still saying something false.
Or even if it's to protect someone, you're still lying. I mean, granted, the reason for it is great.
Okay, yeah.
If it's, the whole beware of dog, it's small, you're still lying, but the intention is to protect your home. That's still good.
I guess I need to back up. All right, I don't know if I've made this known in this podcast, but I am a pastor, and I claim to be a follower of Jesus. And I think the biggest difficulty in this conversation is I read through the Bible, and I see it's clear that as a follower of Jesus, I am commanded to not lie. That's one of the 10 Commandments. So with that in mind, let's use an example. It is, and I don't like to ask, is it a sin if I? Is it a sin if I? Let's do this. I'm a follower of Jesus. Does it bring glory to God if I mislead people by... And I like his innocent examples, keeping the lights on when you're not home.
So I don't think that affects that scenario. So I don't think if someone finds out you weren't home and sees the light on, dang it, I don't want nothing to do with Jesus. Dude, I could have robbed that dude, but he had his lights on. I don't think that's a scenario that would be applicable in that situation. Now, if it has any kind of effect on you, on your morals and your beliefs for having that light on,
okay,
that can. But that's for you personally. It's not from someone else's perspective.
So if I lied to, I can't think of a good example. If I
Your
lied
child.
we'll use those examples. If I lied to spare somebody else's life, to save a life, is it still a lie?
It's still a lie, but it's a great reason.
So, I guess from me, with my Christian perspective, God commanded me not to lie, yet I'm still lying, and I'm okay with that. Or
See, I don't see it as like we can do things we're not okay with. There's majority of people who hate their jobs,
yeah,
but they do them. They're not okay with their jobs.
yeah,
But what I see it more as is just the world we live in. It's fallen, and it doesn't matter what perspective or what religion you have, or how much money or how little money you have. The world's a terrible place to live in.
right,
So sometimes for those things, doing something like, keeping the lights on, so you don't get robbed, having the sign, same reason. If you're not going to tell someone, hey, I have a surprise birthday party for you. Not to say that good intentions make a good result, but there are definitely good things that can come of those. How is it like? It's kind of like a flower in a pile of trash. There are good things too. The lie being that pile of trash.
right,
There are good things that come from it.
yeah,
Just like how, I don't know, not all relationships are good. There are good things that come from them that are also bad. A lie can be seen as the same thing. There's really good things that can come from it. Even Santa, as silly as it is, it can get the kids excited for Christmas. I mean, the negative side about that, obviously there should be other reasons they're excited for Christmas, but
sure, yeah,
the negative side about that is when your hard-earned money as a parent and the things you do can have no value to the kids. So there are repercussions for that as well. But boiled down, a lie is a lie. I think the results behind that can be good or bad.
David, I sleep well at night knowing the true definition of a lie. And that is definitely, in my opinion, Sam Storm's definition.
To be clear,
Yeah.
good old Webster
Webster
says
he's a trustworthy individual.
to remain or be kept in a specific. I get it says lie as in lie down. That is the wrong lie.
That's the best.
That is my favorite lie.
You're right.
To be kept in a specific state.
We all
lie down.
Yes.
Eventually.
Oh, that's rough.
Webster is a trustworthy individual, so let's see what he has to say.
Sometimes. A lie is an assertion that is believed to be false, typically used for the purpose of deceiving one. The practice of communicating lies is called lying, and a person who communicates a lie may be termed a liar. That's what our good friend says.
So nothing about the whole moral.
No morality jumped into it. But that's what I'm saying. If morality, I think, if you put that in there, can be, there can be good or bad reasons to lie. But that doesn't stop the lie from being a lie. So the lie itself can be lie, but the morality behind it can change.
Okay. I guess I am trying to hold. I guess the difficult part for me is with my Christian perspective, I'm trying to hold different commands in unity.
But isn't the point that Jesus died for those sins?
Oh, well, yeah, but I don't.
And for us
I mean,
not
that's
to be perfect?
For sure, yeah. And that's not, I guess that's, I see that as a totally different discussion. Like, have I lied before? Yes.
Yeah.
And
But you're
have
going to
I
lie in the future, too.
Oh, yeah. And have I lied before, even without this little tiny footnote, lies, intentional declaration, designed to deceive someone who has a moral and legal right to know. Like, I've withheld information from people who do have the moral and legal right to know. And I will do that in the future. But I guess what I'm saying is that I don't even know what I'm saying. I guess, like, I'm having a hard time justifying how we call something a lie. Like, if I withhold information and I'm saving someone's life, how we justify calling that and labeling that sin, when in reality, if I were to withhold information or quote unquote lie, some people call that a lie, like, if that situation still brings glory to God, does that still, though, fall under the category of thou shalt not lie or not? And this is what I'm having a hard time holding in unity, one command versus the moral obligation to save someone's life. Like,
it seems like you're just trying to avoid almost the conflict there.
Maybe, yeah.
Because the whole point is we're not gonna be perfect.
Oh, for sure.
No matter what. You can always. The thing is, you get that relationship with God. You get to be able to talk to Him. We have a whole book, and many different historical things that give us information on that.
Yeah.
If it was that sort of situation where you had to lie to save someone's life, which isn't a common one.
Yeah, you
got to think of it this way: either one, you're gonna be hit with something wrong. You're gonna sin.
Yeah, I think
either one.
Right.
I'd rather sin and ask for forgiveness for lying to save someone's life than putting someone to death. It's still a lie. The lie doesn't change. The lie is a lie.
And
but I don't think that means you're damned. Like,
man, I don't know.
You're not trapped for saving someone's life.
And I don't know. I think I disagree. And I think
that's okay.
I do think I disagree. And I didn't want to go here, but because I don't like it when people go, is it a sin if I fill in the blank? Because that's the wrong question to ask. But I think just for kicks and giggles, we need to go there and just wade through these difficult waters. So, is it a sin if I, and Sam Storms used this example, is it a sin if, say, my brother is a terrorist and he plants a bomb somewhere and I promise him that I will not tell anyone, is it a sin if I break that promise to save the lives of many people who are threatened by this bomb? I wish I could come up with a really good example, but that's the only one that came to mind. I don't see that as, and I get that this could be seen as me trying to justify my life and go, you know what, that's not what I'm doing. But I don't see that particular example as sin.
So what I'm getting at when I'm saying a lie is a lie is take all morality out of it. If you look at it, just if she lied, if she said she promised she was going to do something, didn't, take the whole scenario out of it, that's a lie. Is the reason she lied good or bad?
Okay.
So you can dive in and take different steps, and then beyond that, what does God think about that situation?
Okay.
And so if you take different steps instead of kind of spider webbing together, you can see, it has many different answers. I don't think one answer is absolute.
Yeah.
Well, personally, morally, I think it's better. She should lie to him in that situation, but a lot of people might see different ways about doing that. I think, Colton, you were saying, why did she even make that promise in the first place? Different things like there's different levels to a scenario that deep. And what I was getting at with this question is just how much we as people, as humans, lies are built into us every day. And speaking of Christianity, if you're a Christian, you're going to believe that without God, without Jesus, everything is predicated on sin because of the fall. So there's nothing you can do on a day-to-day basis that will stop you from sinning.
For sure.
Period. Small or big, you're kind of damned.
Yes.
So lying, it's what I was getting is how much, I thought, it started as a shower thought, how much this is actually a part of our everyday. You can't look at a single TV show, more than 4 minutes in without there being a handful of lies. You can't, or even media, like news stations. People want to argue right or left. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Give me one. There's so a person with money is corrupt. A person with power is corrupt. Politicians have both. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Hollywood has both.
Yes.
Lying is just a part of who we are.
Yeah.
And that's kind of something that blew my mind. I'm here lifting boxes all day, and this is just running its course. I'm like, wait, what have I lied about? And I've thought a common thing that's always gone through my brain
Okay.
has been the one-up, but not in the sense of one-upping someone else.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid. I one-up myself. In the sense of, let's say I have 2 bad customers. I want to tell someone about it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of telling them, hey, I had 2 bad customers, my mind's like, is 2 enough? Let's say I had 3.
Mm-hmm.
Why does that matter number? 2 is 2.
You're fudging the numbers.
But it's something.
I know exactly how that goes.
Yeah. And granted, I've worked on it. I don't do it as much, and I'll even catch myself mid-sentence of saying something, and I'll be like, yeah, because recently my back went out.
Right.
I don't know the exact number of how long I couldn't move my right arm. I know it was between 2 and 4 hours. But in the beginning, I wanted to be like, yeah, it was 6. No, it was in between 2 and 4 hours. That's how long. I don't know the exact number. And, that's so simple. It's so small. But that's something that some people face every day.
Or how many of us, when we're putting together a resume, do we
Yeah.
actually tell the truth on that piece of paper?
Oh, yeah.
I
I was a manager for 5 years.
Right,
Even though 4 of those years I wasn't. But
you're I don't know, say you're a shift leader at a fast food joint, and instead of shift leader you put manager, overseer of employees, but in reality you're not. Come on, I think we fudge reality a little bit.
it happens on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
I don't think I've ever had to exaggerate on a resume just because
No?
of how much I've actually
Accomplished?
had to do at a job.
I think, if I don't have statistics, but I think if you look at the facts,
I could probably name 6 other ones.
there is reality, and then there
Yeah.
is resume.
It's just everywhere.
Yeah.
And even when I think the biggest lie is, let's say when you do, or not the biggest lie, but just one of the more common ones is, let's say you cheated on the test, or you did something like that, or
Sure.
whatever it may be, you stole something you shouldn't have,
Yeah.
and someone calls you on it. Instead of having that conversation back and forth of being like, oh, why you did it, or what happened, what may have gone through your head, the first snap is, no, I didn't do it. That self-defense lie.
Self-preservation.
Oh man,
Yeah.
people do it. I was looking at a lot of articles. So many of them were what psychologists thinks, what they do. There were categories of why people lie, and it felt like a BuzzFeed clip thing. It was really annoying. But one thing that was good from it is you have people that want to defend themselves, people that want to either hide something for fun,
Yeah.
or you have morality is a huge one. Maybe it's not a lie to them. You have a lot of different things that go on. And what was funny is it was trying to put these people in different categories. As if you have a guy who's constantly just trying to, hide birthday parties from someone. There isn't that person that's all they do. I think where a lot of them made the mistake is we do all of those, but on different levels. And it's just, I don't know, it's and even after this, I'm going to still keep thinking about, there'll be things I wish I either said or went into that I can't, just because that's how things work.
Yeah.
It's when you leave that argument or when you leave that conversation, I should have said this.
We can always come back to that.
Yeah,
That's
we
not
can, and we will.
Yeah.
But I mean, how crazy is it that you have to fight for truth on a daily,
Oh, yeah.
truths don't come naturally.
Right.
Even if it's the smallest truth, I think it's nuts. If someone asks, age, I don't know if it's so common now because I don't keep up with what's acceptable and that sort of thing. But asking a woman her age,
Right.
for all, like, at least all of America's time, has been such a negative thing. And
Yeah.
you can't ask how old she is.
No.
What if she's 60 and she looks 40? What if she's 40 and she looks 60? You can't ask that.
No.
That's an insult. You know, so she's got to lie about her age? Like, is that...
And then there are the category of white lies that we all tell, and it's more, it's just culturally acceptable. Like, and I think this is the classic example. Does this dress make me look fat?
Yeah.
Like.
It's like, no, it makes you look plump. You look like a balloon, my dear.
Oh boy. I don't know. I guess for me, the difficulty is, I guess thinking about it, the difficulty is what did God mean when he commanded us not to lie, and obviously I break that on a daily basis. Like, confession time, I lied to my wife this week. Some background info: she's super pregnant. We are oh yeah, baby on the way, and we're renovating our house. And here I'm justifying my actions. Our house isn't going to be done on time before baby. She wants it to be done, and it's not. And for the last few weeks, I've been telling her it's going to be okay. We're going to get it done. When in reality, I knew that wasn't the case. So, we do this all the time, and obviously, I will continue to be a liar and run from the standards that God has set for my life. But I do think there are instances where we do withhold information that doesn't, it doesn't fall into that category, that umbrella, that command that God had for our lives in the Ten Commandments. Like...
So remember, Ten Commandments, they're important.
Yeah.
But we don't live and die by them. And I think the best thing is, or at least that I take away from or learn from this whole situation, is we're all liars.
Yeah.
But the difference between, what's right and wrong, in that, like, if you want to look at a moral perspective, is a liar who seeks truth. Are you a liar who seeks truth? Like someone who's constantly trying to either take away from, not lie, or once you do, admitting to it, move on from it, and learn to be better each time. Like, are those growth situations? Because you can take anything bad. Abuse is bad. Are you going to become an abuser? Or are you going to learn from that and help and stop that where it started?
That's good. Yeah.
And I think lying is the same thing. It had only on a much smaller scale, because abuse is the damage it does. I mean, granted, lying could do a lot of damage too. But lying is so common and it happens every day. Are you going to take those moments? Like, that it's going to be okay? I think that's the most common lie at a doctor's office or in a hospital.
Or a hospital, yeah.
So common.
Yeah.
Because usually it's not going to be okay.
Right.
But the whole point of that situation is comfort.
Right.
You don't want, with your wife, you probably don't want, as the baby's coming, for her to think about the house. You want her to think about the kid.
For sure, yeah.
And when someone's dying, you don't want them to think, hey...
You're going to miss out.
Not only are you going to miss out, but we're going to be terrible without you. You want
Yes.
You want them to know, hey, we can move on.
Yeah.
We can do this. Even though you may not. That's where therapy, friends, different things come out.
Yeah.
But I think it's that journey. It's kind of what I pulled from it. That lying is part of that journey. Like, we're stuck in, and it sucks.
Yeah.
And if you believe in heaven, if you don't, I personally do. Lying's not going to be a part of that anymore. How great will it be to just talk to someone? And yeah, it came back to the God. It can't help it. It came back to the God thing. But how great will it be to not have that part of your everyday life? It's like it's a parasite that's part of your everyday life.
Right.
And yeah, I think there's just, as I said, flower in the dirt. There's good things that come from something like a lie. And
For
morality,
sure. Yeah.
again, we talked about that. It can be either or, but a lie is a lie when it comes down to it. I don't know. That was just kind of
this conversation helped.
Mm-hmm.
I still feel like there is some conflict that I guess I will hold in.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Like if you had no conflict, and we're like, you know what? It's okay to.
I'm trying
just
to
gonna lie about it.
justify my actions here.
But who isn't?
Well, I know. Yeah.
I try to justify my actions all the day. I pull so much bad shit. It's just, on a daily basis, we'll do. And if it's not a lie, it can be something else.
Yeah.
But it's just, again, the huge thing is that stood out to me is lying is a part of every single day. And for those who are pathological about it, which, thank God I'm not.
Right.
Not only is it a part of their day, they need it. And they hunger for it.
Though the pathological liar would say they aren't, right?
No, everyone says, everyone goes to character. What is that?
Right. Oh, yeah.
But, it's something that they would enjoy.
Yeah.
That, and that they feel like they can't live without it.
Yeah.
Whereas then most people feel like they can't get rid of it, is what it is. What is that, like the whole Tony Stark, Spider-Man?
Back to Marvel.
If you can't do anything without the suit,
oh man,
you're not a hero at all. If you can't do anything, if you can't do anything without a lie, are you human?
Ooh. Ooh.
So I do have a question for us.
I love questions.
Because questions are a part of all these podcasts.
Right.
So I like these kind of would you rather type things because it really pins it down because both situations suck. And that's just how it is. And this one, both situations suck.
Okay.
What would you do with it? So, would you rather never cut your hair again? And I mean all hair, like beard. If you trim that chest hair, I'm sorry. Like that's got to keep going. And your love zone, different things like that. Like you can never upkeep any hair on your body.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
Or never cut your nails.
Ooh, easy. I would rather never cut my hair.
Absolutely.
Shaving, haircuts. I mean, it's all the worst. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Rock the long hair.
I think we all are in agreement. Because I've seen, the only reason it made me ask is I've seen those people with those
super long nails.
Oh my gosh,
Whoa.
They're so disgusting.
Think of how painful it'd be.
And they need help to put clothes on. Like you can't.
How can you type?
You can't wipe your ass.
You can't do anything.
You can't go into I want comfort. Granted, with all the hair and everything, without upkeep,
it would be hot.
Bathroom's gonna suck too.
Oh yeah.
Is at least you got wet wipes. You got different things that can assist a man in trouble. So.
Assist a man in trouble. Yeah.
Well, you gotta think, and eventually, as you get older, as a guy, you might not have to worry about it. You go bald.
Bald?
Yeah.
See, but everything I hear about it, you go bald in all the wrong places, and then you grow hair.
Good point.
Like I'm already starting to take care of my ears. It's so annoying.
Oh yeah.
I'm 27.
Oh yeah.
So upset.
It's the worst.
My wife has to comfort me.
Imagine if you could just not, and just it would, if it was culturally acceptable, you could just let it grow out and.
So everyone would be nose hairs. Everyone
done.
See, everyone's already ugly. They'll just be uglier.
Right.
That's what it is. So if you look at the pores and skin, people are.
Are you lying to the world if you attempt to fashion your face by trimming your facial hair?
Yeah.
Or hair in general.
Am I lying by wearing glasses?
Ooh.
Because I'm a guy who can't see. I can't really see, guys, but.
Psych.
These magnifying glasses on my face.
I think there are.
If you wear contacts.
I think there are people that lie. They wear glasses just for a fashion statement, and they don't actually need them.
I had a friend that was like that in high school.
Bunch of liars.
I wanted to smack him, but he was like 4 feet taller than me.
Ooh.
I didn't want to hit him.
Ooh. Yeah. Well. Lying.
We all do it.
We gotta come back to this discussion one day.
We will.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. All right. Good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm Gucci.
All right. Well.
Subscribe.
Peace.
Subscribe.